Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our next guest has written a coming-of-age story set on Portland's iconic Max light rail line. And there's also an entire journey behind the book. We welcome the author of the Blue Line Letters, Stephen Christiansen. Good to have you with us.
Thanks.
I understand this was like 25 years in the making. Tell me the story.
Sure. So 25 years ago, when I was a brand new teacher, I got a job in Hillsborough, and I live in Gresham.
Yeah.
And so I would take the Blue Line Max all the way from one end of the line to the other every day for the summer. And one day I'm sitting there and I'm like, there's a story here. There's a book here, watching different people and thinking about my own experiences. And so I just started writing things that happened, things that could happen on the Max, and then been writing it for 25 plus years.
Wow. So but you actually sit on the Max and write because you're inspired by what you see, and you include real life moments that happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So some of the things in the book actually happened while writing the Max. Some of them are make-believe, and part of the fun of the book is you don't know which parts are real and which parts didn't happen.
Your protagonist is a 17-year-old Ty. Tell me about him.
So Ty is a 17-year-old, loves to read, loves to write. The book is a series of letters to his English teacher that he's writing during that summer about what he learned over the summer. And then he's also reading the book Jane Eyre. And so he's writing letters to her, one a day. And so each chapter is one stop on the Blue Line.
But he doesn't want to read the book. I mean, the teacher's making him read the book, right?
Right. It's a summer reading assignment. So at first he doesn't like Jane Eyre. And then as he starts to read it, he's like, okay, Miss Warne, I kind of like this book.
Yeah. What was so let's talk about some of the things that happened for real. Is the prophet in the book, is that a real?
So the prophet is based on one small experience where somebody did get on the Max and then say a few things and then pop off. But not reoccurring like in the book where the prophet pops on every other chapter or so and has a part in it.
Because anyone who's ridden the Max knows there are some interesting people on the Max.
Yes, and I love the Max. I love riding. I love being with people. And lots of interesting people there. Yeah.
So the folks who have read your book, what's been their response? It's a young adult novel.
Young adult novel, so it definitely relates to high school kids.
Right.
But then I've had a lot of adults read it and really like it as well.
Right.
I think most people can relate to it because most people have ridden mass transit.
Yeah,
and
we know.
We all have our own story of what's happened to us when we've been riding on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have kids watching, your students watching. Where are they watching from?
So my full-time job is a counselor at Estacada High School. So go Rangers! Shout out to the Rangers today.
It's got to be a great lesson to them in that riding can be a wonderful experience, and it can give you all sorts of opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. And over the past 25 years in my creative writing class, I would write with them as they were writing. I never told them what I was writing. I was just writing with them. And now being able to say, look, you really can get published. You really can write a book if you get after it.
And part of that is the Multnomah County Writers Project. Tell me about how they played a role in this.
Yeah, a huge shout out to Multnomah County Library. So after I finished the book, I sent it to them. Every year they have a Multnomah County Writers Project where you can send your book into them. And if they like it, they then publish it as an ebook. And then put it out for circulation. And so they liked it and they said, this is great. And that's how Ooligan Press, the press out of Portland State University, saw my book and said, we like this. We want to actually publish it as a hard copy, as a book. And so that's where I got started. And because of my collaboration with Multnomah County Libraries Project, they have 200 copies of it right now in Multnomah County for checkout. Yeah. And I check it every day, of course, to see how many copies have been checked out. But at one point, almost 180 copies had been checked out.
Wow.
So people are reading it here in the Portland area.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite chapter in your book?
Great question. One chapter that I love to read with people is when a woman has a baby and Ty, the 17-year-old, helps deliver that baby. So I like that chapter a lot. Yeah.
What kind of, your daughter, she's a teenager, right?
Is,
What did she think of it?
She likes it a lot, and she thinks it's pretty funny, so it's always gratifying.
Is that a good funny?
A good funny, yeah, like not, Dad, that was awful, but funny in terms of she likes the content of the book.
Right. And what are some of the themes you would say would be in the book? It's about community, right?
Absolutely. Community and relationships. You can form a community riding on the Max if you're willing to put yourself out there and just get to know people. And I love Portland. It's my all-time favorite city. And I think that we have this sense of community, and we can continue to build on it and just make it better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We want to tell everyone the book again is titled The Blue Line Letters, a novel, and we're going to put a link from our website to yours, Stephen.
Okay, great.
So that everyone can check it out. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
congratulations.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.